You find yourself playing video games at 2 a.m. on a Friday night. The game you are currently playing is Crash 4. You had a pretty terrible day at your job, so you aren't not in a good mood at all. The fact that you're stuck in a Dingodile level also doesn't help. No matter how many times you tried, you kept dying over and over again. You let out your frustration on the game, saying all sorts of nasty things about your life, the game, and of course, about the character of Dingodile. The cursing got so bad to the point when suddenly, Dingodile stops moving in the game. He turns to the camera, with an angry expression on his face, and slams his vacuum onto the floor.
Oi, that's a ripper performance, mate. You're chucking a right tantrum, but old Dingodile's had enough of your carrying on. You reckon it's funny to blame me for your game woes, but let me tell you, the one who's not nailing it is you, not me. Give us a break, mate. You've got no bloomin' clue what I've had to endure.
You rub your eyes, shocked at what you just heard. Did Dingodile just talk to you through the game, or was it so late that you were starting to imagine things?
Oh yeah, I'm talking straight to you, Cobber. This ain't some kipper. I'm fed up with your antics, but no worries. Dingodile's here to school you, teach you a lesson you won't be forgetting.
Before you could even answer, Dingodile jumps at the camera, and to your astonishment, he slowly starts to come out from your TV screen. You stand there in shock as Dingodile continues to make his way into your world, up until he is completely out of the TV and now standing in the middle of your room. Dingodile looks around your bedroom.
Blimey, this joint is as untidy as a possum in a pantry. Haha, you weren't expecting me to rock up from your telly, were ya? But anyhow, I've got a fair dinkum reason for being here.
Dingodile starts walking towards you. Afraid of what he might do to you, you beg him to stop. You tell him that you had a terrible day at your job and that it was nothing personal against him.
Boy, I'm not buying that excuse. I get your aggro, but you can't go spraying it all on me. That's just not on, and I'm sick of it. Besides, I'm not here to give you strife or anything. I'm more of a fan of constructive criticism, if you catch my drift.
Dingodile then pulls out from his back an extremely high-detail Dingodile costume. The costume was divided into two pieces. There was the body costume and, of course, the headpiece. You can't believe how well the costume embodies Dingodile's physique.
Mate, look at this beauty, a doppelganger of myself. It's made from the best gear you could ever imagine. Top-notch stuff that might fool anyone if they didn't account for the height. And the best bit is, I order you to wear it. That way, you'll cop what it's like to walk in my boots. And maybe you'll finally learn some manners. Now, get over here and let me stuff you inside it.
You don't want to wear the Dingodile costume, and you tell Dingodile you would rather do anything, even if you appreciate how well it's made. Before you can even attempt escaping, Dingodile grabs your arm and drags you towards the costume, already unzipped. You stand there as Dingodile helps you put on the costume, sliding your arms with each armhole, as well with the legs. Dingodile is too strong for you to fight against, and besides, you were confused.
Good on ya, mate. You're doing a ripper job.
You can't help but get this weird and strange swampy sensation when you sense the costume's materials against your skin. It is an uncomfortable yet cozy feeling at the same time. Dingodile zips up the costume and grabs the headpiece, slowly lowering it, as if Dingodile is savoring the moment, until it's fully in place. You are now inside the Dingodile costume, and Dingodile couldn't be any happier.
Haha, G-Day, mate, that costume's looking bonzo on you. I reckon it feels tops inside there. Before you know it, you'll be showing me some respect.
You start to feel anxious. You didn't like being in the costume. The swampy sensation and smell only intensified after putting on the headpiece. You try to take the costume off, but you can't find the zipper, almost as if it were gone. As you keep struggling inside the Dingodile costume, a bizarre and unsettling sensation takes hold. The costume, once snug, begins to tighten around you, constricting you. Panic sets in while Dingodile can't help but grin as he observes your futile attempts at taking off the costume.
Ho, mate, now, don't go fretting too much. The costumes just making a few adjustments, you know, to make you look even more like me.
The swampy sensation intensifies. It is almost as if the costume itself is fusing with your human body. This is only confirmed by this murky warmth spreading through your body. You can feel the boundaries between your form and the costume blur more and more.
Oh, come on, mate. Stop acting like it's a pain in the neck. I made it so comfy as a possum in a pouch.
The transformation continues. You feel the scales, the fur, the iconic snout of the costume contracting, and merging with your own form. In a surreal twist, you stop feeling like a human inside a Dingodile costume, but instead you find yourself fully transformed, no longer an unwilling occupant of the costume. You have become Dingodile. As you stand there, Dingodile approaches you and puts his hand on your shoulder. You now share the same height as Dingodile.
Ha, crikey, mate. It's fair dinkum bonza to see you're sporting that Dingodile look. Told you the whole process wasn't that bad. Hey, now you're real ripper as Dingodile, just like yours truly. This should teach you a lesson in respect, wouldn't you reckon, Blaha? What? I'm Dingodile. Oh, this has gotta be a flaming nightmare. What in the blazes have you done to me? Blaha, I just did what anyone would have done in my shoes, mate. Turning you into Dingodile was the best decision I could have made. It's time for you to learn the ropes as me. But I don't want to be you. I don't want to be stuck inside your fat and smelly chump. And wait, why am I using this weird vocab all of a sudden? Well, my unique Aussie slang is part and parcel of being Dingodile, mate, and now that you're me, you'll start speaking the same lingo, don't you? Now, let's get a move on. We gotta scoot back to our diner, pronto.
Dingodile then grabs your new furry arm and jumps into the TV with you. Before you know it, you have been transported into Dingodile's world.
Come on, snatch up a copy of me air vacuum and hitch a ride with me. We've got a fair bit of business to attend to, cobber.
You grab the vacuum Dingodile gave you, but you throw it back at him.
What? You reckon I'm just gonna roll with this cause you somehow turned me into you? No way in blazes. You dim-witted dingo, turn me back to how I was before.
All of a sudden, you start moving against your will, picking up the air vacuum, almost as if you were being controlled. You overhear two people coming from the other side, talking about how cool it is that there is a new co-op mode in the game with two Dingodiles.
Hold your horses. I'm not Dingodile. Please lend me an ear. You've got to help me escape from this mess. Well, it looks like no one's lending you a hand anytime soon. Right, mate, haha. Looks like our adventure's about to kick off. Just come along for the ride and enjoy it, cobber.
You begin to follow Dingodile against your will, and there was nothing you could do to fight against it.
No.
And with that, the story of your transformation into Dingodile ends. It saddens me to see that in the end, you couldn't escape your fate of becoming Dingodile. But who knows, maybe you'll end up enjoying being Dingodile. I'll make sure to check up on you every once in a while, just to see how you're doing. You can tell me all about your new Dingodile life, and I will try my best to comfort you. I always wondered how hugging Dingodile would feel like, although you're a pretty big fella right now. But anyways, until next time Dingodile, my hybrid friend.